Hello everyone, and welcome to another game of World of Warships. Today it's one of my battles again, and I'm in the Scharnhorst, a tier 7 premium German battleship. I'm on map Neighbors in a 3-point domination game, and this is amazing matchmaking. I'm top tier, there are barely any tier 7s around, there's no carrier. So that's lovely. And look at that, nice broadside enemy cruiser. So obviously I'm not expecting a lot, because I'm in a German ship. But anyway. So we have secured the C and the B camp. We have a few ships there at A that probably should be playing this defensive. Well, then again, they aren't facing that much, I suppose, but we don't have a destroyer down there. So I'm not facing much opposition here, so I decided to keep pushing into the C camp. And well, I mean, there is a Gneisenau here. I have to be careful that I'm not getting flanked. I might have to make a turn and try to engage this Gneisenau. We will also see what my support behind me is doing. There is some cover here near me, and I should be able to only engage the Gneisenau if I want to. Then again, I mean, I kind of want to farm those cruisers if possible, especially if they like to show broadside. And, okay, she's slightly angling, I suppose. But it's... And again, like the Pepsi Cola had its armor buffed, I think, with the IFAG change. Now, there is the Surrey, which means potentially torpedoes. There is a Wispy nearby, but I have an island between me and the Wispy, so Wispy cannot torp me right now. And now let's just see what we can do against this cruiser. And, yeah. So there is that. Now I'm reversing a little bit here. I obviously don't want to go forward and potentially sail into the destroyer there, and I also have to be careful of the Gneisenau. Unfortunately, the cruisers have started to angle. Now, of course, thing that I didn't think about at the time of playing this is what about the Wispy? I mean, I was assuming that the Wispy wouldn't be suicidal. And, you know, these days, that's a very bold assumption to make. So that was a minor spoiler, but you can see here the Wispy suddenly appeared, and I didn't realize it at the time just yet. And now is when I realize, oh crap. Now the thing about a Wispy is that the torpedoes don't really hit that hard. So he can get all of those torpedoes inside me. I mean, nothing I can do about that. But, you know, I'm still floating and he's not. I mean, there was no way ever he would survive that. There is an Omaha here, there's the Graf Spee here, there is my division mate in the Shiratsuyu, and his torpedoes aren't even enough to sink. But it did cost me a lot of hit points, and a lot of those I can't recover with a heal, cause, you know, torpedo damage. So that certainly was a bit of a bummer. But, you know, enemy destroyer down. And... like, I mean, I can still do a lot here, I suppose. Now, the Gneisenau is becoming more and more of a problem. The Gneisenau just keeps sailing forward there in a straight line, not contemplating any movement change. Now, he is going to be a nuisance to me, but ultimately, I'm not sure what he hopes he's going to accomplish, right? He is definitely on his own there. And, well, I mean, maybe somebody is going to torp him. Or maybe we're just going to farm him. There is a Cyclone coming, by the way. So, we'll see how that works. Now, this Gneisenau is just showing complete broadside to me currently, and I'm trying to... maybe I should angle a little bit more. And the thing is, the Scharnhorst doesn't have the biggest guns, but I can most certainly penetrate the upper belt of a Gneisenau. And I mean, I could just be sitting here and potentially farm his broadside, I guess. Although the Cyclone is starting to appear. I could try to charge him here at the zone wall. It just feels like a waste. I mean, we have a division mate in the Shiratsuyu trying to torp him. And so far, this Gneisenau is just basically sailing in a straight line. So I have no reason to doubt those torps are going to hit. We have a Graf Spee charging him for whatever reason. And there are the torps. Oh, I think that was only one torpedo though. But there is another... I'm afraid that Gneisenau slowed down a bit too much. Well, that's a shame. Now the Graf Spee is charging the Gneisenau for some reason. Graf Spee does have torpedoes though, so... we will see how that turns out. Now, the thing is we've lost the B-cap, although we have 2 destroyers there that should be able to fight off the single Wispy. The A side is going as expected. Our team is going to run away there. And I kind of wanna engage those ships here at the C side. Well, the Graf Spee has launched torpedoes, the Gneisenau is low. I mean, I can still help from around here. I just felt like it was a waste of time to try to charge down this Gneisenau. But then again, I've also thought we would have been able to deal with him by now with torpedoes and with, I guess, the Graf Spee there. Now the Cyclone is in almost full effect, I can't see him anymore. And yeah. Well, my next stop is still engaging those 3 ships there. Now, I feel like this is a good time to speed it up a little bit, because, you know, I'm not seeing anything. And... well... Gneisenau is still around. Maybe I should have done something about this a bit more aggressively. But, you know, I'm now up here to help the New Mexico engage those cruisers. Yeah, I should keep the camera unlocked when I'm speeding it up, unless... you like very fast camera movement. Anyway. So, I think New Mexico just got explodified, which is a shame. I'm launching my plane here to get a little bit of spotting in. The Gneisenau has been dealt with. So that problem is no more. And I should be able to take care of the Surrey and the Pensacola, unless of course I get torpedoed. So I'm trying to focus down the Surrey first. The Pensacola is showing more broadside, but you know, Pensacola doesn't have torpedoes. I mean, it's not like the guns aren't dangerous, but I guess I'm more concerned about torpedoes. So, secondaries, are you going to sink that ship? Well, I mean, I'm not secondary spec, so I'm not trusting that. There we go. Now I mean, it's probably a waste launching those torpedoes. No way my guns are going to troll me that much, right? I mean, he's 4.3 kilometers, he's broadside. How could this possibly not work? So, I actually got 6 overpins and 1 pen. But it was enough, you know. I mean, if you overpen them a lot, it still works. So this game isn't looking too bad. We've got 2 cap zones, we got a bit more points, we got 1 more ship. The enemy, well, 2 of the enemy ships out of position. That furry taco might be an issue. But right now, definitely I'm going to hunt down the Iron Duke. He's almost in range, and then I can focus on what's left. So let's see how healthy that Iron Duke is. I have a very boosting ET, so he's probably engaging this guy currently. And that's lovely. So obviously my hit points could be in a better state. But we are pretty close, so I'd say I have the advantage. I have pretty decent armor, I got torpedoes, and I'm actually in torpedo range. And if he's showing broadside, my guns will certainly be rather effective too. So yes, I'm considering, do I want to launch right now? Now, one general tactic with rolling is you launch torpedoes from one side, then you turn your ship, and you can use the other side. You're not going to use your rear guns anyway if you want to keep your nose pointed, and your turret traverse is certainly fast enough. And it doesn't matter for your front guns. So, now I could use those torpedoes if he gets close enough. I obviously don't want to overexpose my broadside, so I'm trying to keep angled right now. And if he gets close enough, those torpedoes will be an option. Currently his guns aren't even pointing at me. I mean, it's possible that he's decided to go for a ram there. the torpedoes are going to finish this. I mean, the guns will probably finish this too, but torpedoes it is. And, well, that leaves us with 5 ships, the enemy with 3. The enemy managed to flip the center cap, but should be able to get that back. Now, of course, I'm on very low health. Viper still rather healthy. What else do we have? The variables unit is also not very healthy. I can't see the shores or the kamikaze currently. Oh wait, let's speed this up, right? And let's see what our team's up to. Okay, the shores definitely is not very healthy, and we've just lost the destroyer there. Oh, the shores has managed to survive there. He is... I mean, the shores is probably using that smoke right now to... Oh, no, wait, is he detected? Well... No surprise there. Well, we still have more points. Viper should be able to grab this camp and therefore secure our points income. And I will go and charge this Colorado. Got some nice hits there right now. I mean, the Colorado isn't angling all that much, so that's lovely. Of course, the Colorado can kind of overmatch my nose. I think there is a small... I guess I'd have to recheck in the armor view. I think like there is like a lower part here that has better armor, but most of the nose should be able to overmatch. And obviously I can't overmatch his nose. On the bright side, I do have torpedoes. I technically have 2 heals ready, but barely any healable damage. So I'm going to wait. I mean, it's possible that he's going to set me on fire with secondaries or something. I'll most likely will use that heal during the engagement, I guess. We will see. Now, I don't know where the Mars is, so torpedoes are a definite concern. The Cyclone has been disappearing so far, and oh, there is the Mars. So on the bright side, that means I probably don't have to worry about torpedoes, because I can use the island right next to me as cover. And yeah, I've got some random torpedoes launched in there. Maybe I get lucky. I don't think I need that launcher right now. I still have the one on the other side. So right now, basically, I wanna be behind this island if possible, and the Colorado is shooting me with high explosive. That's actually the best outcome. Now, he is angling though, so I could consider high explosive myself, because as I said, I can't overmatch his nose, although I can get some damage definitely into his superstructure. And the Colorado is burning, not from me, but you know, that doesn't really matter. Oh wait, no, he's... Was he only briefly burning, or did I misjudge the explosion there for fire? Who knows? But he's deciding to go full broadside, which is basically the best outcome for me, which means I can easily farm him without much concern. And there we go. So, and I found the Mars. Now, of course, if torpedoes are coming right now this way, that might be an issue. I'm already turning. I want to be turning kind of this way, because, I mean, you have to turn where the torpedoes... Like, you want your nose pointed in the direction that the torpedoes were launched. If he launches them now, of course, that's a bit different, but I expect he'd launch them once he came around here. And this is exactly what happens. I'm getting lucky, I'm getting the perfect sized gap here. I mean, I don't think it would have mattered, because we still have the points advantage, and even if I sink, we should remain that points advantage. We still have Viper floating. But right now I'm just hoping that I can get my Kraken in the last minute remaining. I've switched to high explosive, because, well, obviously the only thing I'm going to shoot here is the Mars. And, well, he disappeared. So I'm launching a plane in the hopes that it will help me spot, and indeed it does. It looks, I mean, the Mars will probably try to keep that island between me and himself, although there is no point in him running away and disappearing, right? It depends on how good his torpedo relaunch is. Like, trying to ambush me around this island might have been the best thing he could be trying to do. Right now it looks like he... Well, maybe he's coming back here for the torpedo launch, but you know, I got my tracking. And that brings us to the results. So that was a lovely battle, I quite enjoyed that. Now I have to admit that basically things were going in my favor. It was pretty amazing matchmaking. It was a Cyclone in a domination game. It's, well, I mean, I love Cyclones in brawling battleships because, you know, it means you're going to fight enemies at close quarters, and that's what I enjoy. So yeah, there is that. I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I'll see you guys next time.